Hello and welcome to 7 Days. I'm Zack Yusof here with a quick look back at some of the top stories from the last 7 days. We start the show in Lebanon, where Hezbollah has vowed to continue its fight against Sunni Islamic militants fighting against their allies, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, after Thursday's double bombing in an area of its southern Beirut suburb, which killed at least 37 people and wounded hundreds, including Syrians. The explosions were the first attacks in more than a year to target a Hezbollah stronghold inside Lebanon and came at a time when the group is stepping up its involvement in the Syrian civil war. The blasts occurred almost simultaneously late on Thursday and struck a Shiite community center and a nearby bakery in the commercial and residential area of Borj al-Barajneh, security sources said. A closely guarded Hezbollah-run hospital is also nearby. Islamic State said in a statement posted online by its supporters that its members blew up a bike loaded with explosives and that when onlookers gathered, a suicide bomber blew himself up amongst them. The group said that the attacks killed 40 people. Hezbollah reacted to the double bombing by vowing to continue its fight against terrorists, warning of a long war against its enemies. Moving along, the United States carried out an airstrike in Syria, targeting the Islamic State militant best known as Jihadi John, who participated in gruesome videos of the killings of American and British hostages. The Pentagon said it was still evaluating the effectiveness of the strike in the Syrian city of Raqqa, the de facto capital of Islamic State. Now, if his death is confirmed, it would be an important milestone in the US-led campaign against the group and would come more than a year after US President Barack Obama promised justice for the deaths of American hostages. Jihadi John, identified as Mohammed Mwazi, a British citizen and computer programming graduate hailing from a well-to-do London family, participated in gruesome videos on behalf of Islamic State, showing the beheading of Western hostages, including US journalists James Foley and Stephen Sotloff, and US aid worker Peter Kassig, who had been held hostage. The videos also showed the deaths of British aid workers David Haynes and Alan Henning, as well as Japanese journalist Kenji Goto and other hostages. On the domestic front, Prime Minister Najib Razak said on Thursday that he will give a statement to the anti-graft agency soon over funds worth 2.6 billion ringgit that were transferred into his bank accounts. The Wall Street Journal reported in July that investigators looking into debt-laden state investor One Malaysia Development Berhad, or 1MDB, found that funds were moved into Najib's accounts, sparking a political crisis for Najib and his government. Najib denies wrongdoing or taking any money for personal gain, and the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, or MACC, said that the money was a political donation from an unidentified Middle East benefactor. Now, posting on his Facebook, Najib wrote that he will provide his statement to the MACC soon with regards to the political donation, adding that it was his intention to provide full cooperation in the investigation as it has caused various accusations and slander. Now, at the end of August, tens of thousands of Malaysians rallied to call for his resignation. The troubled economy and weakened currency have also spooked investors as local authorities promise to wrap up 1MDB investigations by the end of the year. Moving along, China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi said Beijing welcomed what they described as a smooth ending to Myanmar's elections in comments made at a meeting between Southeast Asian nations on Thursday. Aung San Suu Kyi's party, the National League for Democracy, is on course to form Myanmar's first democratically elected government since the early 1960s. Her party has won more than 80% of the seats declared so far in the lower house and is well ahead in the upper house and regional assemblies. Now, if the full results confirm the trend, Suu Kyi's triumph will sweep out an old guard of former generals that has run Myanmar since Thein Sein ushered in sweeping democratic and economic reforms 4 years ago. Speaking at the first Lanchang Mekong meeting held in China's southwestern Yunnan province, Wang said the result delighted China. And finally, from a dog skateboarding through a tunnel of humans to a man holding lit candles in his mouth, people all around the world marked Guinness World Records Day on Thursday with a range of quirky feats. From the young to the old, some 650,000 hopefuls were said to be taking part in a bid to earn a Guinness World Records title. In Lima, Bulldog Otto took the title for longest human tunnel traveled through by a skateboarding dog, passing through the legs of 30 people. On the other side of the world in Japan, Kenichi Ito claimed the record for the fastest 100-meter running on all fours with a time of 15.71 seconds. Amazing stuff. Now the record for most lit candles in the mouth is now 15 and was achieved by Dinesh Shivnath Upadhyaya in Delhi. He also claimed the title of the most matchsticks extinguished with the tongue in 1 minute at 30. Yikes. Painful stuff. Anyway, in the UK, the tightest reverse parallel park was claimed by stunt driver Alistair Moffat, who managed to squeeze a Mini in between two cars, leaving a combined space of just 34 centimeters. Great stuff, unbelievable stuff. So until next time, have a great week.